My dear friends, this is the part 2 of the video series How to Be Happy All Day based on science-backed tips. In the part 1, we've discussed some science-backed tips to remain happy all the time. And now we are discussing the remaining tips. Please watch this video till end so you don't miss any tip which might help you. So let us start the remaining tips. Number 7, practicing self-care. Buddha said, you can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself. And that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. In the present fast-moving world and various associated pressures, it is easy to forget about taking care of yourself. But surely it results in being unhappy, burnt out, or even sick. Many researches and studies prove the idea that practicing self-care can have a positive impact on our emotional well-being and happiness. Here are 5 key studies. Number 1, in a study published in the Journal of Happiness, researchers found that people who engaged in self-care activities such as exercise and spending time outdoors reported higher levels of happiness and well-being. Number 2, a study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that self-compassion or treating oneself with kindness and understanding was associated with increased levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Number 3, research published in the Journal of Occupational Health Psychology found that employees who practiced self-care, such as taking breaks during the workday and engaging in hobbies, experienced lower levels of stress and burnout. Number 4, a study published in the journal Emotion found that self-care practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and exercise were associated with greater positive emotions and reduced negative emotions. Number 5, in a study published in the Journal of Psychiatric and Mental Health Nursing, researchers found that self-care practices such as getting enough sleep and eating a healthy diet were associated with better mental health outcomes. Overall, these research studies suggest that practicing self-care have a positive impact on our emotional well-being and happiness. Incorporating self-care practices into our daily routines can be an effective way to improve our overall well-being and happiness in life. Number 8, helping someone. I love the quote of Winston Churchill, who once said, we make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. There are many scientific researches and studies that support the idea that helping others can have a positive impact on our emotional well-being and happiness. Here are 5 key studies. Number 1, in a study published in the Journal of Social Psychology, researchers found that people who performed acts of kindness for others, such as helping a stranger or volunteering, reported higher levels of happiness and well-being. Number 2, a study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies found that people who volunteered their time to help others experienced greater life satisfaction and happiness compared to those who did not. Number 3, research published in the journal BMC Public Health found that people who engaged in acts of kindness, such as donating to charity or helping a neighbor, experienced lower levels of stress and greater well-being. Number 4, a study published in the journal Emotion found that people who believed in giving to others or helping others experienced greater positive emotions and reduced negative emotions. Number 5, in a study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies, researchers found that people who spend money on others, such as by buying gifts or donating to charity, experienced greater happiness and life satisfaction. Overall, the research suggests that helping others can have a positive impact on our emotional well being and happiness. Engaging in acts of kindness, volunteering, and giving to others can be effective ways to promote our own well being while also making a positive difference in the lives of others. Number 9, engaging in some hobby. William Osler once said, "No man is really happy or safe without a hobby." Engaging in something you love to do or your hobby results in overall happiness. There are scientific researches and studies that support this idea that engaging in hobbies can have a positive impact on our emotional well being and happiness. Here are 5 key studies. Number 1, in a study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology, researchers found that people who engaged in enjoyable leisure activities such as hobbies reported higher levels of happiness and well being. Number 2, a study published in the Journal of Occupational and Environmental Medicine found that employees who engaged in leisure activities outside of work, such as hobbies and sports, experienced lower levels of stress and burnout. Number 3, research published in the Journal of Health Psychology found that engaging in leisure activities such as hobbies and creative pursuits was associated with greater positive emotions and reduced negative emotions. Number 4, a study published in the journal Leisure Sciences found that people who participated in outdoor leisure activities such as hiking and camping experienced greater feelings of well-being and life satisfaction. Number 5, in a study published in the Journal of Aging and Health, researchers found that engaging in hobbies and leisure activities was associated with better cognitive functioning and greater life satisfaction in older adults. Overall, the research suggests that engaging in hobbies and leisure activities can have a positive impact on our emotional well being and happiness. Finding and pursuing enjoyable leisure activities can be an effective way to promote our own well being, reduce stress, and enhance our overall quality of life. Number 10, meeting friends. Buddha once said, "One loyal friend is worth 10,000 relatives." Various scientific researches and studies concluded that social connections, including spending time with friends, can have a positive impact on our emotional well being and happiness. I am quoting 5 key studies. Number 1, in a study published in the journal Social Science and Medicine, researchers found that people who reported having a greater number of close social relationships, such as friendships, reported higher levels of happiness and well being. Number 2, a study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies found that spending time with friends was associated with increased feelings of happiness and life satisfaction. Number 3, research published in the journal PLOS 1 found that social support, including spending time with friends, was associated with reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety. Number 4, a study published in the Journal of Health and Social Behavior found that social support from friends was associated with better physical and mental health outcomes. Number 5, in a study published in the Journal of Psychosocial Oncology, researchers found that breast cancer survivors who had greater social support, including from friends, reported better quality of life and lower levels of depression. Overall, the researches suggest that spending time with friends and social connections can have a positive impact on our emotional well being and happiness. Number 11, live in present. Centuries ago, Lao Tzu said, "If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present." There is a growing body of scientific research and studies that supports this idea that living in the present moment can have a positive impact on our emotional well being and happiness. I'm quoting 5 key studies. Number 1, in a study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies, researchers found that people who reported being more mindful or aware of the present moment experienced greater happiness and life satisfaction. Number two, a study published in the journal Mindfulness found that mindfulness training, which involves developing the ability to be present in the moment, was associated with reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety. Number three, research published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who reported greater levels of presence or being fully engaged in the present moment experienced greater positive emotions and well being. Number four, a study published in the journal Emotion found that people who practiced mindfulness or being fully present in the moment experienced greater positive emotions and reduced negative emotions. Number five, in a study published in the Journal of Happiness, researchers found that people who reported greater presence or being fully engaged in the present moment experienced greater life satisfaction and happiness. Overall, the research suggests that living in the present moment or practicing mindfulness can have a positive impact on our emotional well being and happiness. Developing the ability to be fully present in the moment can be an effective way to reduce stress, enhance our overall well being, and promote greater happiness and life satisfaction. Number 12 and last is love all without any discrimination. Buddha teaches to radiate boundless love towards the entire world, above, below, and across, unhindered, without ill will, without enmity. There is some scientific research that suggests that loving all without discrimination may have a positive impact on our emotional well being and happiness. Here are few key studies. In a study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies, researchers found that people who reported greater feelings of compassion and empathy towards others experienced greater happiness and life satisfaction. Number two, a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who reported greater levels of love and affection towards others experienced greater happiness and well being. Number three, research published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who engaged in loving kindness meditation, which involved developing feelings of love and compassion toward others, experienced greater positive emotions and life satisfaction. Number four, a study published in the journal Emotion found that people who engaged in acts of kindness towards others experienced greater positive emotions and life satisfaction. Number five, in a study published in the Journal of Social Psychology, researchers found that people who reported greater levels of acceptance towards others, regardless of differences or similarities, experienced greater happiness and life satisfaction. Overall, it is evident that loving all without discrimination positively affect our emotional well-being and happiness. Promoting feelings of acceptance and love towards others can be an effective way to enhance our overall well-being and promote greater happiness and life satisfaction. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today. There are many tips to lead a happy life, explained by numerous successful people and authors. But I have limited this series to the 12 scientifically proven tips. In the end, I quote Henry Ward Beecher, an American social reformer and speaker, known for his support of the abolition of slavery, who said, "The art of being happy lies in the power of extracting happiness from common things." There is an anonymous saying, "When it rains, look for rainbow. When it is dark, look for stars." Please subscribe my channel and favor me with your views and comments on this video. Also click the like button if you like the video. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you all a very happy and successful life. We will meet soon with some other motivational or informative video. Thank you once again.